Genesis.
Hey, what's up? It's Genesis and I hope you're doing well. This video is a follow-up video to my previous tutorial called 3 Sound Design Mindsets Every Producer Should Know. And for the third sound design mindset, I completely forgot to show you how to extract all of those samples that you made during that session. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should probably watch that video first, and the links for that will be in the description below. First of all, I'm going to quickly make up a quick sound design session. So I have enough samples now, I've got like 94 samples here. So once you're done with recording your session, you click on the clip of the recording, and since you're already locked into the grid, what you can do is just bring back that starting playhead all the way to the start of your first sound, and then you can either zoom out far enough or change the grid size with Control or Command, then 1 or 2 to make the grid size smaller or bigger. And then from there, you can chop up every single sample that you have. And I know this is going to be kind of tedious, but for me, this way is the quickest. And I'm chopping these samples with Control or Command E, so I'll just click out where the next sample starts, and I'll just go ham on that thing. And this is why I prefer to do sound design sessions in a closed loop that is within a simple grid length. And depending on how many samples you make, it shouldn't really take that long to chop through all of these. And don't forget to trim at the very end. And once you've got all that, you can select all your samples, then click and hold one of the clips so you can move them around. And once you have your mouse held down, press tab to go to the arrangement view and plug it to one of the audio tracks that you have available. Once you've done that, you select all of the samples that you've dragged in there, then right click and then crop clips. And as you can see, it also says Control-Shift-J or Command-Shift-J if you want to do it with shortcuts. So you do that, and once it's done all of that, they will be shown in your project file under Samples, Processed, Crop, and here are all of your samples cropped neatly in a folder. And what you can do is, of course, you can drag and drop this into a sample pack, or what I like to do is open these up in Explorer, and once I have the window open, I can then sort by type. This is because if you haven't set your Ableton to not create .als files, this makes this easier. I can then select them all and rename them all at once. Let's say something like this. So now we have our files here ready to go to a sample pack. Just be wary that if you do rename it this way, the way that I just shown you right now, it does not rename the samples in order of the samples that were generated from the session. As far as I know, the renaming process ignores all of that and just renames it according to the next available file that I can find. So for this case, the first sample that I have made is not accurately named number 1. But to me that doesn't really matter because these are just a bundle of sounds anyways. But either way, we now have a large pack of samples again. Cool stuff that we can use, so there we go. These samples that I've just made for this follow-up video will be available to patrons. So if you want the sample pack, it will be linked in the description below. And speaking of Patreon, thank you to all of my free Patreon members for showing your support. Much love to my tier 1 patrons on the screen right now for supporting the channel directly. And I'd also like to shout out and sincere apologies if I mispronounce your name. LifeXEarth, Simarqua, Any10, Flavian V, and Bruno Share for being my highest tier patrons. You're absolute legends. And that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video around. All my links are in the description below, and once again, thanks a lot for watching, and stay creative. See you in a bit.